Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, NHC0, and today I'm coming at y'all with a real special video, man. A lot of people been waiting on me to make a build video, so I decided why not make my top 5 point guard builds on NBA 2K20. Now, most of these builds, I'm not gonna lie, man, in the right hands, these are overpowered builds. If y'all want me to make this into a series, make sure y'all spam up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. But with that being said, let's get straight into it. Out the gate, first build I'm going to hit y'all with is the Playmaking shot creator. We're going straight to the shooting pie chart. And off the top, we need the most speed. Gotta max out that drive and layup and dunk out the gate. If you leave it with just the drive and layup and dunk maxed out, most likely you'll make a sharpshooting facilitator, which is still an excellent build. You just will not have the badges to support your finishing. You'll be able to still finish at the rim efficiently, but not as high of a level as a person that has more finishing badges, because you need the badges to support. Like if I want to go in the hole and I want to gam on people, I need contact finishing. You know, you don't need a lot of badges to finish because you're making a shooter. So that's why later on you'll see I went down to 6 finishing in order to optimize my defense. And as you can see, I brought up my interior defense, which doesn't do anything for my defensive badges because it's so low, but it's also going to help me stop slashers in the paint. Most guards can't stop slashers in the paint because they overlook having interior defense and think that just having a bronze or maybe a silver rim protect is going to help. But you also need some type of interior defense to match that. Even if you have chase down, it's not going to be as effective without interior defense. So that's why I'm kind of playing around here. And, as far as shooting badges, you don't need 30 of any badge in any category. A lot of us just like to be greedy and think that, oh, if I make this so overpowered in shooting or finishing or playmaking, that it's going to make us more of a player, but it actually hinders us and makes us worse. That's why people have to make so many players. I make a lot of mine out of fun, but a lot of people make them because they don't like the build they made before. And as you can see, I had to bring down my weight in order to increase lateral quickness. And I had to give myself minimum wingspan, not for shooting, but for more playmaking, because you want a speed boost and things like that. But there you have it. Playmaking shot creator. On to the next one. Alright, next build is the pure shot creator. I know a lot of y'all watched Hasino, and a lot of people want to emulate that style. I don't really look at other people's build videos, but I wanted to make the best shot creator possible for y'all. So out the gate, we're going to playmaking shooting pie chart. Out the gate, we want the most speed possible. Now, I really like to be a balanced scorer. So you're going to see a trend within these builds of me bringing up my finishing as well, whether it's a finishing build or not. And I'm not sure if I said it before, but post hook does bring up the most on finishing. And so it is very important to bring it up whether you want to or not, if you're not on a finishing build. Now again, I had to finesse a little bit when it came to defense. Again, I had to go with the 6 finishing. And I had to tinker a little bit, but eventually I believe I got 6 on defense. Now 6 defense is definitely enough. You don't want anything less than that though, for any build. Not unless you are planning on or are very close to legend. For this build, I went 6'4", minimum weight and wingspan. And of course, shot creating takeover. And there you have it. On to the next one. The two-way slash and playmaker. Now this is arguably one of the best builds on the game. This is essentially the Jordan build. If you are a shooter in this game, the reason why I say this can be the most overpowered is because you really only need like a 43 ball to hit, and you can actually be consistent with that 43 ball. So 67 is more than enough. 10 shooting badges, all you need. Everything else, like I said before, is greedy. You do not need 30 of any badge on the game. You don't need 30 upgrades for anything on this game. Now, even with a two-way, for some reason, you only get 56 interior defense, but that's fine. That's all you're going to need at all. Now, with a build like this, you can test the height a little bit and see where you want to go. A lot of people make 6'3", 6'4", but I decided to go 6'5" with this build because you're gonna have max speed regardless. You want a little bit more interior defense so you can stop the slasher. Now with my first build, I didn't do it. I made him 6'3", just for him to still have speed and everything. But like I said, for y'all, I want y'all to have the best builds possible. So I'm really blessing in this video, man. Takeover, you can pick what you want. I decided to go offense because my last one had the defense take, and believe me, it's OP. Alright, next I'm going to give y'all the offensive threat. Since I already gave you a pie chart with playmaking and shooting, I'm not going to make that version of the offensive threat. Instead, I'm going to give you the finishing and shooting version. Now, this version has a little less speed, but like every other build I gave you today, it can do absolutely everything. Now, out the gate, this is a finishing build, so you want to go max, layup, and dunk out the gate. And also max shooting, mid-range, and three-point out the gate. Of course, this is still somewhat of a playmaking build, so you have to bring that up. You have to. And I messed with the defense for a little bit just to see how much I could get out of this build, because previously I've only made the playmaking and shooting offensive threat, and I know for a fact you can get at least 13, I believe, maximum defensive badges. So I messed with it a little bit, but ultimately I decided to go with 9 on defense. Nine or eight, I'm not sure to be honest. But I did a lot of tinkering with the defense. Just trying to come up with the best build I possibly could. A lot of tinkering. But ultimately I went back to the interior defense. And like I thought, it was not defensive. So height I went with 6'3". Weight I went for 215. Get a little bit more defense. And of course, shot creating take. And there you have it. Last but not least, I'm going to hit y'all with one of my favorite builds on this game, the two-way playmaking shot creator. Now, when you make it, it's not going to say that, but you make it with 3-point and defense. Out the gate, it's going to have a 91 speed. So this build is extremely fast. It's high on defense, and it has enough shooting and finishing to be deadly on all sides of the court. Now, as you can see, before I did anything else, I wanted to bring up my defense. Finishing is very important in the game, but you can see with the amount of finishing that this build has, it doesn't need too many badges. 3 is enough. 3 is more than enough. Because with 17 defensive, you are stopping anyone. You don't need rebounding or anything. You just need the attributes that I gave you. Believe me. You'll be overpowered. You can test it out and do whatever you want. There are multiple ways you can make this build. I'm just trying to give you the best version of this build possible. And there you have it. Playmaking shot creator. Alright, there y'all have it, man. Those are my top 5 point guard builds in NBA 2K20. If you liked the video, make sure you spam that like, man. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's NAC0, and I'm out.